The chances of being born an identical twin are 1 in 250, but for some twins, the coincidence doesn't stop there. In Oldham in 1976, 2 sets of identical twins were born on the same day in the same hospital. Although they didn't know each other, both pairs had a typical twin upbringing.
We did everything together. We had the same friends and we always played out together. We just did everything together. We would even sit on the same chair when we was having our tea.
We still like the same food now as well, don't we?
Yeah.
As we did when we was little, and drinks and... There's not much things that we don't like.
There's not many differences, is there?
Well, we had bunk beds. I was always on the top, Sean was on the bottom. And like we say, whenever Christmas time or anything like that, there was always 2 of everything. So we were quite packed in our room.
Yeah, we used to turn away from each other, because if we saw what they'd opened and you hadn't opened it first, you knew what you were getting, so it took all the excitement out of it. So we used to sit back to back, opening things. Don't we?
Yeah.
When the 2 sets of twins first met, Sean and Darren were performing as a double act in a local pub.
The first time I remember seeing Sean was when he was singing, and that's what I was attracted about, his singing voice. And then as I got to know him, I was attracted to his personality and his eyes. I liked his eyes.
The first thing I liked about Maxine is she was very bubbly, very lively.
It was his personality that shone through and his sense of humour. I just remember him being very small and funny. He made me laugh.
She was about the same height as me, which was an advantage. She was quite bubbly.
Later, the twins discovered they also shared the same birthday.
I was very surprised when I found out Sean was born on the same day, because I thought he was lying to me.
January, like I said, 26th, and she didn't believe me. She thought that I'd find out her birthday and I'd try to line her up.
I had to get him to get his driving licence to prove to me that he was actually born on the same day, we had the same birthday.
But it was strange knowing that my brother was having his birthday on the same day as his girlfriend, and she was a twin as well.
It's freaky, isn't it? It's, it was just a shock.
2 sets of identical twins may have seemed made for each other, but there was a hitch.
When I first started seeing Darren, we had to keep it a secret, because Sean wasn't very big on the twin thing. He wanted to be seen as an individual, and then knowing that he was his twin brother was seeing his girlfriend's twin sister.
If I wanted to go out with my girlfriend, I wanted to go out with my girlfriend, not my girlfriend, her sister and my brother.
Oh, he thought it was a freak show, Sean. He thought everybody would be looking at us thinking what they're doing and why they're together, just doing it for show kind of thing. That's what Sean used to get embarrassed about it.
People would look and stare. Some people would just take a glance and then have another look, and then you could see people talking and whispering, you know. People do, or have said, do you swap? And you say, like, no, and people just can't understand, so why not? They're the same, what does it matter, you know? I mean, it's every man's dream to have a couple of twins.
Obviously, you're going out with 2 completely different people. They just, in my eyes, they just look the same. So, I mean, I've never felt attracted to Maxine at all. So, I mean, I wouldn't.
But double dating did result in the odd moment of mistaken identity.
I got them mixed up once, and it was, Helen was getting ready at our house, and she'd borrowed Maxine's pants. And Helen had gone into our bedroom for some reason, and she was in the mirror, and I just walked past and gave her a good slap on the ass. So that was embarrassing. But that's the only time. That was because she had her back to me, you see, so.
The 2 couples were married in 2000 and, coincidentally, went on to have children born just weeks apart.
The reason that identical twins often marry other identical twins is they both have exactly the same tastes and preferences, and they've at last found something where they both sets of twins understand each other. They're both able to be in each other's company, and it doesn't feel strange to them.
Even when twin boys marry twin girls, all born on the same day in the same hospital, wedding bliss isn't guaranteed. In 2000, these two sets of identical twins got married. 4 years later, Sean received a call from his twin brother, Darren.
I think we was arranging pick-up times for the gig that night, and he just said on the phone if he spoke to anybody. I said, how do you mean? He said, have you spoke to my mum or anything today? I said, no. He said, well, me and Helen are splitting up.
I didn't realise when it was not going to work out until they actually decided to part. It was quite a shock to everybody because it just happened so quickly. It just came to a full stop all of a sudden.
Helen just turned around. She just said that she'd had enough. It wasn't working for her. She wanted to stay friends, and she thought it'd be better if we split up. So that's what happened. Helen moved out, and I stayed in the house.
I wasn't happy, and I don't think he was happy. It was just one of them things. We just grew apart. It wasn't working.
None of us had ever seen him like that before. I think he was just a bit more heartbroken at the fact that he wasn't wanted anymore.
It affected me and Sean quite bad because obviously Sean was taking Darren's side, I was taking our own side, but we tried not to talk about it, but when we did, we used to argue because we're going to stick up for each other's twins, aren't we? So if we would have carried on, we'd have just ended up probably falling out ourselves and putting our marriage on the rocks. So we did try just not to talk about it.
Obviously, I was 100% behind Darren, and she was there for her sister, so it did have a lot of strain on the relationship. Darren and Helen was back on speaking terms and getting on with their lives before me and Maxine had actually started to talk about it, even.
Well, I think the thing is, Sean understands that we're close, and obviously I will confide in our Maxine. Sometimes it was difficult because he's going to stick up for his brother and our Maxine will stick up for me.
I think it was hard for them both to keep, their opinions to themselves, because a couple of times they did come to blows.
Despite Darren and Helen's split and subsequent divorce, one thing has remained unchanged: the bond between the sisters.
We're all separate now. I don't go to any of their family parties or... And it has been difficult. It's a change of life, isn't it? But I still see our Maxine, so that's all I'm bothered about. No, nothing will ever come between us. There's nothing that'd ever break us up.
Both sets of twins feel the same.
Our relationship stayed exactly the same as it was. I mean, I don't think anything could probably change it anyway. It's just stayed as it is. You're always going to see him. It doesn't matter when, because you know you are.
Is that a choker?
I'd describe our relationship as close. I think we're like pieces of Velcros.